The message came late in the evening, lighting up my phone while my wife was in the kitchen making tea. It was from one of her close friends, someone I had met many times at gatherings. The words were direct and shocking. "I want to go on a date with you tonight." For a moment, I just stared at the screen, unsure if it was a joke or a mistake. My first reaction was confusion, followed quickly by discomfort. This was not just any stranger, it was my wife's friend. Someone who smiled at us, laughed with us, and pretended to respect our marriage. I felt a knot in my stomach, realizing how wrong this situation was. Without overthinking, I typed back a simple reply, "I'm married." I thought that would end it. I believed that honesty and boundaries were enough. I put my phone down, hoping the conversation would stop there. But a few minutes later, another message arrived. She said she knew I was married and that it didn't have to mean anything serious. Reading that made me angry. It wasn't just disrespect toward me, but toward my wife and our relationship. I decided not to continue the conversation. Instead, I took screenshots of the messages, knowing deep down that keeping this secret would be a mistake. Trust had always been important to me, and I didn't want silence to turn into guilt. That night, I told my wife everything. I showed her the messages and explained exactly how I had responded. She was quiet at first, her face hard to read. I could see the hurt in her eyes, not because of me, but because of the betrayal by someone she trusted. She asked me if there was anything else, and I told her the truth that there wasn't. I had shut it down immediately. Slowly, she reached for my hand, and I felt a mix of relief and sadness at the same time. The next day, my wife confronted her friend. I wasn't there, but I could tell from my wife's expression when she came home that it hadn't gone well. The friend tried to laugh it off, saying it was just harmless flirting. But my wife didn't see it that way. Neither did I. Trust, once broken, is hard to repair. She decided to cut ties with her, even though it wasn't easy. Losing a friend hurt, but keeping one who crossed such a line hurt more. In the days that followed, our marriage felt different but stronger. We talked more openly, checked in with each other, and reassured one another. What could have become a secret instead became a moment of honesty. I realized then that loyalty isn't proven in big dramatic moments, but in small choices. Like sending a simple reply and telling the truth right away. That message tested me, but it also reminded me why my marriage mattered more than anything else. In the end, I didn't just reply, "I'm married." I lived by it.